Hello everybody, this is your boy Booty Bopper here for some Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Now this game came out earlier in 2019, or I guess by the time you're seeing this, if you're seeing this, not many of you out there are probably seeing this, but if you are, it came out 2019 pretty early on. I just got done smacking up Pokemon Shield, completed that Pokedex, completed that gym challenge, beat the JoJo villains at the end of the game. So I got through everything. Was really looking to get back, play another Pokemon game. Hadn't played really anything for a long time before Sword and Shield, and decided to get into Let's Go Eevee. It's really cheap. Got it used. But I played it for about 2 hours, 3 hours, and I was feeling it, but was also kind of not feeling it. It's really easy. A lot of the recent Pokemon games are like extra in terms of how easy they are. But this one really was like over the top easy, because pretty early on in the game you get really powerful moves for your starter. And so I wasn't really digging that too much. I wanted to give myself a little bit of a challenge. So we're gonna go basic look on here for this guy. Obviously, you know the name. It's not N. It is Booty. That's what we're going with. Actually, you know what? Give you a little bit of a spoiler as to what we are doing here. We're doing the Bug Catcher Challenge. So we're gonna be Bug Catcher. Bug Catcher wants to fight. To make this game more of a challenge, we're gonna be running through it with only bug types. Now, obviously there is a problem with this, which is that you can't start with a bug type. You could hack the game, you could do anything like that, but you gotta start with your actual starter. In this game it's Eevee. If you're playing the other version, it's going to be Pikachu. But you don't really have a choice on that. So the very early portion of this game is going to be me with Eevee. But the only fight I'm going to engage in with Eevee is going to be the first fight in the game. After that, we do get access to some bug Pokemon, meaning we can very quickly get the challenge started properly. Because of the way this game works for experience, and I'm not entirely sure yet how this game runs with how experience stacks, how it's distributed. I know every Pokemon gets it equally in your party, but I'm going to be avoiding grinding as much as possible. There are points where we're probably going to have to do some grinding. This game might be really easy, but we're deliberately handicapping ourselves by only using bug Pokemon. So we gotta check our email. Obviously, this is just stuff to waste our time. I don't know how much, in terms of the story engagement, we're gonna get. This is red, this is blue, fire red, leaf green. You know it, I know it. It's not too big of a deal. And I'm mostly doing this for the gameplay challenge of it. And I know how to get through this game. Unless they start changing up, throwing us some real curveballs, I'm not going to spend too much time focused on the story very much. Let's just go out here, meet Professor Oak, see what's going on. But our team at the end, I'm going to allow my Pokemon to evolve. But there's only 5 bug types in this game that you can get per version. There's 6 in total, but one of them's exclusive. In this specific version of the game, in Eevee, we will not be able to get Scyther. So by the end of the game, our team is going to be Butterfree, Beedrill, Venonat, Parasect, and Pinsir. We can get 3 of those quite early on in the game, which is nice. Because again, with the way experience works in the game, it is of our benefit to get as many of the Pokemon as we can early on. This is our starter. We are going to bench Eevee, but we obviously can't bench Eevee until we get far enough into the game to get our first Pokemon. So we're gonna have to put up with Eevee for one fight, but that's okay. I don't really know if this game has been... I'm sure the ROM has been released, and I'm sure you can get it, and I'm sure you can apply the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to this game, or at least something like it to do that, but I didn't really want to go through all of that trouble. I have to imagine that this game is a little difficult to deal with when you don't have a Switch controller. And even then, this game could be a little finicky with the Joy-Con. I'm playing with just the one Joy-Con in the right hand, which is weird. It is really weird to play a game on the Switch with just one Joy-Con and it's vertical. But this is a motion control heavy game. I get why they did it the way that they did. The only problem is that with the mechanics of this game is that if you have any type of issue, you know, holding a controller, doing anything like that, this game is not very accessible, unfortunately. But I can play it, so we're gonna play it. What do we got here? We got Eevee. As far as content in this, the way this is going to be broken up, the way this whole series is going to be broken up, is that we're going to have these videos of me just playing the game on YouTube with grinding removed, and then I might, at the very end, make a larger video showing whether or not I was able to do the challenge, and how I did it, what the strategies were. I'm not a particularly good Pokemon player. I'm kind of trash. So be prepared for that. I do think we can do it. I do think we can beat it. But it might take some work, because we're not rocking with the best Pokemon. Even with this game's pretty low difficulty, we are dealing with a team that's not going to have great type coverage, that's going to have very common weaknesses. We're going to get trashed by flying, we're going to get trashed by fire. It's not going to be good. Because those are pretty common types. At least I remember them being pretty common types. At least there's no gym leaders that are flying, though fire we will have some issues with later on, but that's okay. Professor Oak, he wants us to complete the Pokedex, but we're not gonna do it. There's no way. We're gonna catch quite a few Pokemon, because the way experience works in this game is that you get experience not by fighting wild Pokemon, but by catching them. Meaning we are going to be doing some catching at some point, if and when we have to grind in this game. But until we get to that point, it's whatever. We're not going to be going out of the way to catch Pokemon. I want to fight as few Pokemon as possible, do as few battles as possible, see what I need to do to actually get it done. So, great. Now we got some Rattata. We're just gonna, if we get into fights, especially wild Pokemon fights where we don't need to be there, where it doesn't really matter, we are just gonna run away and not really deal with it. Since every wild encounter in this game is an overworld spawn. It should be easy enough to dodge everything, but you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes Pokemon are going crazy and they're going to run into you, and you're just going to have to deal with it. I never understood this. You've got the Professor Oaks. He's got his parcel up here. They don't have anybody who can walk it down, even though we're literally, like, less than a minute away. Could have got that guy on the bench to do it. Instead, he got some random kid. I don't know why when I come into rooms I'm drifting to the right. I don't have any issues with, like, Joy-Con drift. But that's happened twice, coming out of cutscenes. I'm moving to the right. Maybe there's some kind of gyroscope control in this game I don't know about. But, yeah, we got Eevee. He's going to run on our head. But I hope he likes the bench. He may be with us, but he is riding the bench. Because Beedrill is just so much better. I'm about to give a little bit of a hot take. I don't know if this is a hot take or not about Pokemon. First of all, part of why I'm doing this specific challenge is because Bug-type Pokemon usually are viewed as pretty weak. You get many of them early game. They evolve early. They fall off quick. But the one thing I am actually hoping for, and what I hope works out for us, is that because we get Pokemon early on, we're going to get Caterpie early on, we're going to get Weedle early on. I'm hoping that we'll be able to have a good run of the game, because they're going to constantly level up. We're not going to have to do switch training. And because Butterfree and Beedrill evolve so early, you get to your final stage evolution at level 10, I actually think they're quite good. I think they're really good early game Pokemon. I think they get underrated a lot. I think Butterfree has a lot more long-term viability. And then some of your later Pokemon, Venonat or Venomoth and Pinsir, are better. They've got more. They've got better stats, better overall builds. With terms of moves you can give them. But Butterfree and Beedrill, I think, are actually going to be really good early on in this run. Beedrill's going to fall off hard, but early on they are really good when you're trapping mostly against Stage 1 Pokemon, when trainers have smaller parties, when they're not really, you know, rocking your big evolutions. You're still sticking with Rattatas, you're still sticking with Pidgeys, you're coming out with, you know, regular, even like stronger Pokemon that are still Stage 1, like Slowpoke. They're not going to be doing that strongly against a fully evolved Pokemon. It is going to taper off hardcore, though, later on, and that's for the challenge. Yep, drifting right as soon as we exit somewhere. I don't know. If this Switch controller is already toast, it's going to be quite annoying. So we got the sportswear. I don't know what the sportswear is. We can put them in matching clothes, but I mean, like, I know it's cute. And apparently we can do some, like, Fire Emblem Fates kind of pet their face. I really don't know how I feel about those features. They're not bad, but I don't know. Anybody sit there and, like, does anybody sit there and do that kind of just for fun? I don't know. And I don't know if there's, like, a really, like, a gameplay benefit to it other than, like, Eevee's cute, so it's fun to just kind of do it every once in a while just to see. Does this guy still give us an item? Yes, he does. And I guess now he has, like, a reason other than advertisement to give it to us. That's something that's definitely faded away, unless I'm just being really silly. Actually, we got a Bellsprout here. I'm going to go ahead and catch this, because I have played far enough into the game to know that I will need this. Not for, like, a specific... Not because I'm going to use it. I'm obviously not. But one of the things that definitely makes this game a little bit of a pain, I'm sure, for speedrunners, is that each gym does have a bit of a challenge that you gotta meet going in. I don't know what all these challenges are. I do know that the first challenge for the first gym is that you have to show a Pokemon that has type advantage over Brock. And Bellsprout gets that done for us, but we're not going to use it other than that challenge. I should say, I am allowing myself to catch and use Pokemon that I need to advance for story reasons, just not battle reasons. I'm pretty sure right here is the final battle of the game that we have to do without our bug catcher build. So, it's really big battle. I mean, there's probably no point to skip it because we're just going to two-shot him, yeah. But we'll get to the end of this battle, and there we go. Yep, that's it. After this fight, pretty sure after this fight, Eevee going to the bench. We don't need him anymore. Good thing about Pokemon trainers in this game is that they drop Pokeballs, which is really nice considering how necessary Pokeballs are for advancement in this game. Yeah, Pokemon Center, whatever. This ain't a Pokemon we're even gonna bother with. Eevee's toast at this point. Eevee is done. Eevee is a bench warmer. But yeah, so now at least we get the challenge to start off proper, which is a little bit exciting. Not gonna lie, I really want to see how this is gonna go. Again, I am really bad at Pokemon games. I can't build a team for the life of me. I can't build a moveset. I've just got no synergy when I construct teams. It's not there. I don't got the magic touch when it comes to this Pocket Monster game. Because I was playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, a game that everybody, and I think everybody rightly criticizes as being really easy. We got our first Pokemon right here. Let's go. Let's get this Caterpie. Okay. Coming for you. Great. I know. I'm so great. If this doesn't catch, I'm going to be a little annoyed. You know, when I'm playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, a game that is maligned for being easy, I struggled with it. I struggled with it in parts, especially towards the end. By the time you get to the post game, it's not really that, but some of the late game fights I definitely struggled with because I did not have a team built for success at all. So now we will go ahead and remove Eevee from our party, and we'll leave Bellsprout in there just because I don't know if the Pokemon that you show at the gym has to be strong. I'm not really sure. Has to be a type advantage. We'll leave it in there just in case. It'll get experience, but it's really whatever. But that's Caterpie. Now all we need is Weedle. We could have probably got a Weedle somewhere in that grass. But we'll go ahead and fight this. Fight Last Joanna and see how we do. I am definitely a little worried. I am a little worried. If Caterpie dies, that's it. So, I don't know how this is going to go. Ooh. This is neck and neck right here. Yeah. Yikes. Not good. Not good at all. Because we've already in the yellow. We gotta hope. We gotta hope and pray. Now, hoping and praying ain't a strategy. But it's all we got. That they do something like that. Yeah, that's what we need. But we need them to do it again. I don't know how the AI in this game works. I don't know if it's like in the original Pokemon you had like smart versus stupid AI. Like, I think this is definitely a little bit of gimped AI right here. That they want to give you a chance to win. They don't want to punish you too hard, especially when you're dealing with early, weaker Pokemon. Because I really shouldn't have won that fight, but I did. We got 16 experience points. It's pretty nice. Last Joanna going down. First Pokemon on, or first trainer on the All Bug challenge. Actually, you know what? Just in case, I'll put Bellsprout back in the party later if I need to. But I will remove it so that if Caterpie does die in a fight, we do get the game over. We have to go back. And that will be that. We're pretty much done. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call this video, but right after we get this Weedle. But we got one right here, so we're going to go ahead and finish it off. After this, I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to come back. Oh, it's not a Weedle. It's a Pikachu. I should say I am looking at this game from a very small display on my computer. That's why I don't know why I'm not getting any... Oh, you crappy piece of crap. So I'm looking from it very far away from me on a very small display on my computer. So couldn't quite tell that that wasn't a Weedle. Oh, it almost gives us a level. It's funny because the first like wild Pokemon I found, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna catch it, even though I said I wasn't gonna do that. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on, hold the phone right here. Nice. I don't know. Is this good to do it this way? I don't know. I didn't know you could capture a Beedrill. I also like. Yes. Getting the ball. Getting the ball. Yeah. Okay, we got one. We got him. This is our champion right here. And we got a level 4 Caterpie. We're getting up. We're going up in the world. This means we don't have to mess with no Metapod or Kakuna, I mean. No Weedle. But I don't know if that's good to catch one like that. This fully evolved already. Level 4. Don't know. Maybe it's got bad IVs or something. I don't really care about that kind of stuff for a casual. This ain't really a casual run. But it said it's like CP with 17. I know that's like kind of your general like strength kind of thing you got going on. And this Weedle right here is at 24, meaning that it's probably stronger. But I'll catch both, and then I'll probably make the call. I'll make a call in between videos as to which one I want to use. Because right now I'm starting to get a little bit of like computer lag, which is super obnoxious. So definitely I'm going to call this video. But we got him. I'll make that decision off screen as to what we're going to use. But I'll see you all in the next part when we continue on with our bug catcher challenge. Alright. Bye-bye.